This automated manufacturing line produces the surgical implants that keep major West Coast hospitals running. For 7 years, managing the complex supply chain behind this machinery was the responsibility of Emily Carter. Emily's performance was the gold standard at Helix Dynamics. She untangled shipping failures and hit every quarterly target, earning the company's internal award for 3 years straight. Her boss, CEO Mark Ellison, explicitly promised her the director of operations seat when it finally opened. But during the company-wide restructure meeting, that promise evaporated. Mark passed over Emily and handed the director position to Ryan Hale, a young hire with 5 months of experience who had never managed a logistics network in his life. The hire was a product of corporate nepotism. Ryan is the son of Richard Hale, the head of Hale Medical, a massive supplier for Helix and a longtime personal friend of the CEO. Emily's loyalty and 7-year track record were secondary to the CEO's agenda. The promotion was designed to place an amateur at the top of operations, someone who would follow orders without questioning the mechanics of the supply chain. In a move of calculated professional isolation, Emily was forced to train her unqualified boss. She sat with Ryan daily, explaining emergency delivery routes and warehouse protocols to a man who took notes but failed to grasp the complexity of the system. As she kept the gears turning, Mark pushed Emily to the edge of the power structure. He restricted her internal system access and kept her out of the core strategic decision meetings where the company's future was being mapped. While she was sidelined, a rumor began to circulate through the department. Mark was preparing to migrate Helix's entire logistics software over to HaleTech, a new, untested platform owned by Ryan's family. When Emily accessed the contract archives, she found the evidence. This side-by-side comparison reveals that the technical descriptions for Hale Medical materials had been edited to switch from strict safety standards to loose parameters. The nepotism hire provided the necessary smokescreen. By installing Ryan, Mark ensured there would be no internal oversight while he transferred operational control of the supply chain directly to the Hale family. Emily conducted a covert manual inspection at the Seattle warehouse, opening a shipment of surgical implants that had just arrived from Hale Medical. They discovered a terrifying flaw. The implant surface possessed residual oxide levels at triple the legal limit, surging past the red safe limit. In surgery, these particles trigger severe inflammation. The body cannot heal around toxic materials, leading to mechanical device failure and life-threatening complications. Emily confronted the CEO directly. Mark didn't deny the flaw. Instead, he dismissed the danger as a minor political reality and warned Emily that if she didn't stay quiet, she would be replaced. HR immediately launched a mandatory performance review to intimidate her, framing Emily's technical concerns as confrontational workplace behavior. Helix had transitioned from unethical business into active medical malpractice. Emily was forced to choose between her career and the lives of the thousands of patients who would receive these defective implants. Emily shifted into the role of internal investigator. She quietly backed up emails, saved the inspection reports, and photographed the toxic materials before they could be distributed. Pressure mounted when a Portland hospital filed a direct complaint about visible corrosion on the implants. Mark explicitly ordered Ryan to ignore the complaint, forcing him to realize he was hired as a highly paid shield for the CEO's deals. Emily bypassed the corrupt internal system and launched a dual-pronged attack. She triggered an official Federal Ethics Board investigation and a public media expose simultaneously, ensuring the company's lawyers could not bury the evidence. By igniting a federal probe and a public scandal at the same time, Emily ensured that Helix would have to answer for its actions in the light of day. The Seattle Tribune released the front-page expose on Monday morning. The article detailed the defective implants and the ignored hospital complaints, naming Helix as the center of the ethics violation. Corporate panic followed. The Federal Medical Ethics Commission demanded full cooperation, and major hospital networks began canceling their contracts with Helix. Emily met with the board one final time. She calmly resigned at exactly 11:11 a.m., leaving behind a drive containing perfectly organized handover files that proved her professional integrity. The fallout was absolute. Helix filed for bankruptcy. Mark was ousted and successfully sued into ruin, and Ryan left the company to find work elsewhere. The payoff for Emily's whistleblowing was measured in lives. The health department used her documentation to recall over 1,200 defective devices nationwide. Choosing truth over silence ended Emily's career at Helix, but it dismantled a deadly machine from the inside and saved thousands of patients from a system that had traded ethics for profit.